Welcome in search of awesome. This is our 125th episode. And we typically do this, have these conversations on Thursday night, but I didn't want to wait on this. I wanted to bring it to you right now. So, our guest in a couple of minutes, she's in our green room, Chelle Neff. She is the founder of Irvin Betty Hair Salon. And this is really, it's going to have an owner, social, digital leadership spin to it, but I'm going to be syndicating it on some of the other Summit community pages as well. But Shelley was a guest, probably a handful of interviews ago, and I stayed real close to her. We've become great friends. I was in her salon a handful of months ago to take her people on a one day, and it was just so inspiring. And I learned some things. So we're going to call her the social digital guru, but specifically, she is a Jedi, man, when it comes to really understanding Google and Yelp and web and the social media and how she gets it all tied in. And so we're going to try to take you on a virtual tour. Now, before I bring her here, though, I really want to tell you about why she's. Those of you that were at the last interview, I mean, her ride's been extraordinary. In 2011, at 877,000 in sales, I mean, look at the incline over the years: 1.1, 1.3, 1.45, just under 2 million, 2.2 in 16, 2.6, and she's still blowing it up. She's still blowing it up big time. She is trending to do 3.4 this year, which is about, what is that, about a 25-30% increase. So she's doing something extraordinary. That's why I wanted her to have the conversation. We're going to be talking about this, some new language. We're calling it the crucial social digital touch points that a salon owner that's really understanding. It's no longer marketing and branding. And we think it's social digital marketing and branding, and she's going to be chatting about what Google is and what page one means and how she gets to page one, and she's going to be talking about she makes her a monthly investment in Google advertising and Yelp. And you can see she's just under $2,000 a month in that investment. But when you compare that for Summit guidelines, that's under 2%. So she's well under 2%, like 1.5. So she's really getting, and you can see the juice. 30% of her total head count now, you guys, is new guests, not including referrals. So she's bringing in about 700 new guests a month in what we're about to show you. I'm giving this to you because I want to warm you up to say, look, I'm just not pulling ideas out of the air. This is unprecedented. I've never seen anything like this before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can cheat this, because she's in our green room, and to see where she's at. Here she is. We're going to be moving. There she is. First of all, give it up for her, you guys, will you please? Thanks for joining us. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Did you hear me bragging on you?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Well, I kind of warmed us up. I tried to give us a context for our conversation this afternoon. So thank you for taking time out of your schedule. And I didn't announce, and I want to do it now. You were just awarded a big, prestigious award, Inc. 5000, for the top 5,000 privately owned businesses in U.S. And for your speed of growth, and what the Microsofts of the world have been those awards. So this is a big deal for you.
It is. This is not a paid endorsement. It truly is because of Summit. They look at your last 3 years of growth, and it's not how much money you've made. I mean, that helps, but they look at who has grown the most in the last 3 years. And so we brought in Summit 2014. So my numbers from 2014 to 2017, we've had 82% growth.
Unbelievable.
It's astounding, and it's amazing. And that, I thank Summit for helping me achieve that. I mean, I wouldn't be here without it.
Well, and as a representative of Summit, we graciously accept that endorsement. But I'm here to say that there's one thing better than the truth, Chelle Neff, and that is the whole truth. And that is, you are an extraordinary leader. Your culture is class A. You're just you and your leadership team are masters at coaches and mentoring. So we've got like 3,000 salons in the community, and so I think it's Urban Betty and Summit Salon is like explosions to the 10th power. So kudos to you and congratulations on your award.
Thank you.
Well, here's what we want to do is I really want you to kind of take us on these touch points, and I'm going to see if I can take us back to on my power. There it is, right there. So I want to make sure that because we're kind of doing a tutorial this afternoon, Shelley, where this is kind of our new picture of the 4 touch points that a Summit Salon owner would need to be really mindful of in order to get on the growth curve that you're on. And so we've got the Google experience, the website experience, the social media experience, and of course the salon experience. I thought that you and I would cover the first 3, and then because we talk about that on other trainings, but we'll see how we're doing. I might even have you share a little bit of your wisdom here.
Okay.
So for starters, tell us about Google, and what I'm going to do is I've got my mobile actually airplayed so that the world can see us. I'm going to hit my Google app and just see what because if I live in Austin and I'm doing a Google search for great salons in Austin, Texas, it's just amazing what happens when we do that. I'm just going to put salons in Austin, and this is a typical Google search, and bingo, yours comes up on page 1. One on one. So before my first question for you, Shelley, is how'd you do that? Like how'd you get there?
Foremost, claim your business on Google if you haven't done that. Second, Google AdWords is a huge opportunity for you to help get you to the top. They say it doesn't help with your SEO, but I've seen positive changes with it because it did help me do a lot of things. And so setting up a Google AdWords account after claiming your business, going through Google, they'll walk you through everything. You don't have to be this SEO master or know how to do keywords. They will literally, that's part of the services with Google, is they'll help you set up all your keywords, all the things to help you pop up when people first search for you. That's part of the package. That is huge and that is important.
So what you're saying is you called Google for Business, and through the telephone, they helped you to get whatever you needed to get in place to begin working your way up to not only page 1, but number 1 on page 1.
Yeah, Google AdWords all the way. Yeah.
So, and then I know you use Google advertising, and that's part of your budget. So, part of this, how's that work?
It works great. I pay $900 per month, and it's not a set cost per click. The more people that click on your ad, actually, the less it costs. So it's hard to break down, but they work with you through what your budget is and what you can afford to pay per click. I think mine right now is 87 cents per click, but it actually can go down the more people click on our ad. And sometimes it can, and that's only if they click on your ad to go to your website. If they just see your ad, it doesn't cost you anything. So you can have 30,000 impressions per month of people just seeing your ad pop up. Now, 900 people may click on it, and that's pretty good, because if you just convert a fourth of those people, and it depends on what your average ticket is, you've more than broken even on your investment.
Oh yeah, I think you and I were doing some math the other day on it. What did we say? You said you got about 700 new guests coming in a month from Google and Yelp, and we'll talk about Yelp in a second. But when we did the arithmetic on that, that was about $3 a client.
Yeah, our average ticket I believe it was 118, 120.
Yep.
And then if you multiply that times 700, that's a pretty good return.
Oh yeah. So I mean, the numbers make a lot of sense. Now, what I'm going to do what I love about this is if I'm just looking for a salon close to me, I can hit a call button right there and immediately call UB and cut to the chase and make make an appointment. But as you know, most people that are searching want more information. So if we touch your bar, we're still on Google, but now they're giving us more information. Tell me about what some of these features are and how they serve Urban Betty.
Well, it's really cool because, I mean, I don't look up phone numbers anymore. I just go to Google Maps, type in the business name, and call it from there. So to be able to do that is huge. So they can call me, they can go to my website, they can see when our busy hours are. They get to see the reviews. What's brilliant too is if someone has clicked through your ad or through that Google page and they're already a Google user, Google will follow up with them after they've seen you visit their business, and they'll ask them to write a review, like, how was your experience? You've probably already seen this when you've gone to other places and you looked from Google. Google could tell you actually went there. They send you a follow-up message, how was your experience? So we get a ton of great reviews from that as well. I tell people, don't be scared of putting your name out there on Yelp or Google because you're gonna get bad reviews. That happens, that's normal. It's 1% of the time, and the rest are gonna be great. It's totally worth it.
And then when you typically would get, let's call it a less than favorable review, what would be how do you respond to that to kind of see if you can resolve that?
Always respond. Huge, very important. You always respond, and you always respond within 24 hours, and you thank them because they really are doing a service for you, for your business. They're catching things that you can't see all the time. And a lot of times, if you will respond within 24 hours, take the blame, prostrate, humble yourself, thank them for bringing that to your attention, and you can get those changed. Not all of the times. You don't ask them to change the review ever. You just try to create a positive experience and find out how you can fix it as quickly as possible.
Nice, nice. So I can now, I mean, I've got some more information. If it's enough, I can call again from I'm still on Google. Or if I'm a typical searcher, I might go, no, I want the website. And this is all.
Oh, one more thing I forgot, Michael. Really cool. I just had it done. You can do a Google 360 tour of your salon. There are people that will do this for you. It costs about $500. They'll come in, they come in while it's totally empty, take a ton of photos, and you've seen this, and you can scroll to the top of your salon. People can literally take a virtual tour of your salon. And we had a brand new one that was just loaded up last week. So that's our older one. So we're getting that taken off, but we do have a new Google 360 tour, and I was actually able to embed that on my website too. So it gives everyone like a cool experience without even being in your salon. So take advantage of that. Get someone to come in and shoot a Google 360 tour and add it to your Google page.
Can we get it right from here? Is it on your feature or what?
I'm not sure. I know how to find it from my PC. I haven't gone on there, how you look on the tours from the mobile.
Right, right.
Oh,
yeah.
It's right. Go up above that photo right there and see if that's it.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Is this
there it is.
Oh, here we go. Now it is. Look at that. Nice. So this has taken me on a very different tour, and I hit it again.
Yeah, and it takes you through all the little parts of our salon. And you can kind of walk through and do the guided tour on your own. There's the front desk, all of that.
Wow, yeah. So I'm almost like I'm figuring out the click path as we speak, but I'm getting it now because if I touch the arrow, it takes me to the next slide, and then I do a 280 there. I mean, that's really, really cool.
Isn't that super cool?
Yeah, and then as I'm also scrolling, I can also see the work, the hair.
And that's
right?
People that have uploaded, some people upload their own photos. We upload a lot of photos. I try to very much stay on top of that. And if you get a weird photo, I think we had a guy post a photo and he was in a Speedo. I don't know if he liked his haircut so much, but I tried to flag that to get it taken down. So you really need to be on top of what your photos are as well.
Well, I know, and what's really cool is Google now is putting more social media into the Google page where there's opportunities for people doing Google searches to engage with your content. So
Totally.
I think this is all new stuff. I mean, I didn't see a lot of this a year ago.
Yeah, totally.
All right, so to keep the conversation going, I want to get back on the Google page, your page. So if I hit this, it brings me here. Now I want to go to your website right from Google, and now I can see more work.
Yeah.
And you know, you've got your menu board there. I can see about your services, your products, some more of your work, about your
Mm-hmm.
people. Or I can, we can continue to scroll, and you've got all of your social media links on your homepage.
Yes. And on
Nice.
every single page you click on.
Oh yeah. And at any
Yeah.
point on the tour, if I've had enough as a searcher, there's a call button I hit that brings me
Yeah.
right into the salon to
Yeah.
schedule. So I want to hit your Instagram icon and
Okay.
just kind of show the viewer. And all of this is on mobile, you guys, because about 90% of the people that are online now are using mobile to get online. So what I love about Urban Betty, Shelley, is that everything is really created to be mobile friendly.
Correct. Yeah.
So here is your Urban Betty salon page. And what I love about it is 99.9% is you're showcasing the work. If I'm saying I want to see what these guys are up to, this is a beautiful digital lookbook, galley, whatever you want to call it, portfolio, resume, and again, you've got your call button, so that if I'm not curious about whose work it is, I again can call you right from Instagram.
Yes. Yeah. You can call us. You can go to the website. You can email us directly from there. Make sure that's a business page as well, because some people still just have it as a personal page. Definitely turn your Instagram page into a business page, because it opens up all those links. And if they click your address up there, it takes them right to a map and shows them how to get there.
And what's really cool now, if I'm, and you know, there are some people that are searching that just really they go even deeper. And
Mm-hmm.
if I see some work I like and I'm going, okay, I love this. I wonder who at Urban Betty did it. I can touch that work and see immediately that here it is. The work is done by her, Katie West, I believe, because Katie was on the program, and because that's her handle _ Katie does hair. Beautiful picture. But if I touch that link, now I'm on Katie's page, you guys.
And she's a business page too. So not only you need to be a business page, but your stylists need to have a business page with your salon's phone number and address loaded up as well, because you always want it to be clickable content that they can go right to and find you and access you.
And what's wonderful, Shelley, is I mean, I know Katie, her average ticket is well into triple digit, and she's posting for the tickets. I mean, she's a Bali Lama. She's basically saying, if you're going to come and see me, I'm going to make you look beautiful, but you're going to be making an investment in your look.
Totally.
And then again, if we can call Urban Betty right from Katie's page and make the appointment. So you know, there it is. I mean, it's just it's a beautiful thing. Now, while I have you on, talk to us about this is getting 700 guests a month in your salon company.
Mm-hmm.
And now, but to put this in ratio, you went from, what was it? Your sales last year, was it
2.6.
2.6, and you're trending to do 3.4. So that's like a 30% increase. Your new guest headcount is 30%. So you're really cooking, but you really have, you're as extraordinary on your coaching and mentoring to the charts, where you're training your people to rebook the
Totally.
new
Yeah.
guest count that comes in. And that, I think that it's the combination of that and this that's really blowing it up for you.
100%. And your staff really follows you. And I truly believe, like, when I was behind the chair, if people didn't pre-book, they weren't able to get in. And even people in my salon that aren't as busy as a 4A or 4AA just still see that becomes part of your salon culture. So because I did it without even a hesitant beat, it's become part of our salon culture. There's no, oh, I'll pre-book them if they can't get in. No, you always pre-book the client. It's never an if, it's always, you always do it.
Right. And what's cool about this is, I'm in a lot of salons that maybe have an above average new guest count, but they'll go, my people are spoiled. They don't rebook because they don't have to, because we're feeding them. And I get nervous when I hear this, because that owner has told me more about their lack of leadership
Right,
than
right.
they
The
know.
numbers will
And you're
show.
saying, look, I'm going to give you plenty of seed, but your
Right.
obligation is to retain and rebook. And this is why your average W-2, I think last time I checked in with you, was at $80,000.
Yes, very true. Yeah.
All right,
And
now I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit, and we
okay.
didn't, but this last touch point, because you brought us to the Google touch point, the website touch point, the social media touch point. It's all seamless for people that are kind of searching you. Also, the experience is a wowing experience, but sooner or later, they're in the salon, they're in the chair. Talk about how the social, what are you doing with social media, and how does that work when people come in, they're in the chair, they're getting service? What's that, and how does it relate to the conversation we just had?
Well, every stylist is very much encouraged to have an Instagram page, first and foremost. They have Facebook pages, but I feel like Instagram is really where it's at. So they're all encouraged to have their own Instagram page. And then we have this separate area set up with a ring light and a white background. So they are also encouraged as well to take every client or guest at the end of the appointment and take before and after photos. And they can have their phone on the floor. They can take photos. They can post to social media. This is what gets clients in the door, and clients love being a model. They feel special. And we even have a survey we send out after each person comes in to visit us. And part of the survey was, were you asked to take photos when you were in the salon? And if we get more no's than not, we might check in with the stylist and say, hey, people, and we'll say, hey, did you want to take a photo? We don't say, oh, because some people aren't comfortable with it, but we're saying, hey, we're getting some responses. People really wanted their photos taken. And you don't have to use all the photos you take, but it is part of the process. Getting that guest's photo taken, having a special area set up where they feel like it's a cool photo shoot, encouraging them to share the photos. That is part of our salon culture, and we love it.
And that's really what I really thank you. I wanted you to zero in on that, because yes, we're taking engaging guests in photo shoots to upload and continuing to put fresh content, whether it's on your social media platform or your website, but the guest is having an experience where guests are leaving Urban Betty saying, look, first of all, I look larger than life. You know, the pictures that you either texted me or you tagged me on. I'm not used to looking this great, and it's almost like a gift with purchase. What is it?
Oh, they love it.
Oh,
yes.
my God. And then not only is it larger than life, but I almost feel like a local celebrity, because
Right.
I'm on Urban Betty's salon page with, how many followers you got now on Urban Betty's?
37,000, I believe.
Yeah, so it's almost like I'm on the local news here, for goodness
Oh,
sake.
well, it's funny because people constantly tag us in photos and I only promote my stylist's work, but I will promote the work if it was done by a stylist. And it's funny because the other day I shared a photo done by a stylist, and then the client came back and said, can you please tag me in the photo too? And I was like, done, girl, that's awesome. And so it becomes this whole experience, and it's not, people expect it now. They're more offended if you don't take their photo. They're like, what's wrong with it? Do you not like it?
Well, and I think, well, you've got your early adopters, your staff that are in it, and then some just takes a little bit longer. But when their guests are coming in and seeing what's going on and saying, hey, so like, how do I get my picture taken? Like, how's that work? I think it really gives them, whatever you want to call it, the encouragement they need to say, I need to get into this game because it's a new experience. My guests want it, and if I'm not offering it, I'm not on the edge. It's almost like a glamour shots on steroid gift with purchase.
Yes.
Well, listen, I mean, we're out of time, and it was just an extraordinary interview, and I want to thank you for doing that for us and with us. I know you have a lot of stuff going on in your salon company now with your award, and I want to wish you the best of the luck. I'm sure I'll see some of you and your people at Symposium in 19.
You will.
We'll stay close. keep doing it, and I'll have you back for an encore.
I will. I love you, Michael. Thank you so much.
I love you too, Chelle Neff. Urban Betty, give it up for him one more time, will you guys? All right, I'll let you go. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Have a great day.
You too.
Wow, you guys, did you, I mean, her sharing was historical. I mean, we really did a great blueprint of this. I'm kind of jockeying this around here so that you can see it full screen. It basically is, we took you on a tour because this has become like the new map for Summit's pillar of marketing and branding. We're now calling it digital marketing and branding. It starts at there are basically 4 touch points in the social digital experience. There's, where are you on Google? When they click to your website, how user-friendly and wowing is your website? Does that link seamlessly to your social media pages? And are your people linked into your pages? So anytime they're posting on their own pages, it's being shared on your page and it's finding its way. So there's synergy. And then, and then when your guests do come in, does that experience continue where the guest feels like a local celebrity, looks larger than life because the photo shoot now has become part of the salon experience, the social digital consultation where we're, inside of our mobile devices or our iPads looking at Instagram and our Pinterest pages to find looks. Welcome to the new era. So if you like that, I'm going to continue to find other salons back. There's another salon in Savannah, Georgia, Root Southern, and I'm going to ask Lucas is one of the co-founders there. He's the digital marketer in that company as well. I'll see if I can get his lovely wife to be on with him to show you how this works in his world as well. So thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. Did you enjoy it? Give it up for Chelle one more time, will ya? And I'll see you when I see you.